Hello everyone, I've got a game of COD4 for you guys, and this is going to be a bit different than my other videos. Mainly because this will be more of a discussion video and kind of my thoughts on how COD4 is turned into a legend in the Call of Duty series. But I will talk about the gameplay for just a short bit. This will be a game of domination on downpour. Although this is team tactical, so my score will not be outrageously huge. So I end up going 28-2, which is pretty decent for a 3v3 game. And people have watched enough COD4 videos to know I'm using a pretty standard setup, and people have watched enough Call of Duty videos in general to know the tactics and the tips of and how to do well on Call of Duty. But so I'm just going to focus on my topic, which will be how COD4 is kind of transformed into the juggernaut of the Call of Duty series even now. And so as of right now, Modern Warfare 2 is kind of slowly dying. People have been burnt out of that game for a little bit now, and I'm not surprised. When you play the same game for 8 months straight, eventually it will get stale and boring, and you will look at other games. I mean, since there hasn't been anything to rival Call of Duty's throne, at least Modern Warfare 2's throne, it's been kind of stale in the gaming, but there are a lot more games coming out that people have not explored yet. But so as of now, there's been a couple of videos on Machinima Respawn, just things like that, of Call of Duty 4 videos just slowly trickling in from the massive amounts of Modern Warfare 2 videos. And this is just kind of surprising me how people have slowly, or some people have kind of switched back to COD 4, just like they did at World at War, because the same thing happened with World at War. People played World at War, and many people, just like myself, found it didn't really live up to the Call of Duty standards, and COD 4 was better, so a lot of people went back to COD 4, and World at War kind of got left in the dust. And I think that's mainly because they didn't really experiment with any of their gameplay. It was basically COD 4 just rebranded. I mean, they added things like red dot sights, or they call them aperture sights, which no one in World War II would ever use that thing, and silencers, and just kind of, it was basically COD 4, but it just felt clunkier and it didn't really spark my interest, so I went back to COD 4. And it's just amazing how, and I wonder if Black Ops people will even go back to COD 4 then. I mean, I still have fun with this game, and many people still do have fun with this game. It's this kind of game that has been out for a long time. Some people are still playing it. And, well, I actually started playing Call of Duty right after Halo 3 came out. And that was the reason why I even bought an Xbox 360, was because of Halo 3 and how it was supposed to be this massive game that will totally dominate everything. It was just supposed to be lots and lots of fun, so I got it. And it was fun. I enjoyed it very much. But I also got Call of Duty 4 right when it came out, and I was blown away, and I've been playing the Call of Duty series ever since. And it was just, I mean, Call of Duty 4 still had its problems. I remember, well, I've heard commentaries talk about how COD 4 is like the best Call of Duty game ever, and how, but I remember before World at War came out, people were bitching at COD 4, I mean, for things like Martyrdom and Juggernaut and the M16. It was just like each COD game always has these couple flaws that just people gripe and rip apart regardless of what's going on. I mean, World at War has the MP40, and, well, it's all a Juggernaut Martyrdom too. And Modern Warfare 2 has a Commando, one-man army. And so each COD game does have its flaws, but it's usually dwarfed by how awesome the game is. I mean, I love COD, many people do love COD. But it's just kind of weird how people just keep gravitating back towards COD 4. I mean, because people have gone back to World at War, trying to get a take on how Modern Warfare, or how Treyarch's new Black Ops title will compare, and people always like to do that. Right before the a new game comes out by a developer, they play the previous game, and I don't know why people do that. Like, developers always are looking for new things to innovate, so I really don't think that you can compare two titles made by the same developer. I mean, but people do anyways to see how their take on COD, on World at War was. And so, I don't know, as long as Black Ops tries to experiment more with their gameplay, I mean, it is a first-person shooter, but they can do so much more with that and really experiment with their version of Call of Duty, and I hope they do. They don't just stay in Modern Warfare 2 Shadow and build a name for their Call of Duty title, Black Ops. And so that's where my question lies, really, is that I don't think that Black Ops will fix everything that's wrong with Modern Warfare 2. I mean, they'll fix the big things like Women Army noob tubes, but I mean, there's the subtle issues of balancing that has kind of plagued Modern Warfare 2, at least in my opinion. I mean, the expectation of Treyarch and the Black Ops is that they need to fix everything that's wrong with Modern Warfare 2 and still add new stuff and make it interesting, fun gameplay experience. And I don't think if they use the same mentality as Infinity Ward did with Modern Warfare 2, just they won't succeed. I mean, because I remember hearing interviews about Modern Warfare 2 and how the game's supposed to be accessible and that if you hadn't played a shooter before, you can jump into it and you'll be fine. And I don't think that's the way to go. I think that Treyarch needs to have the mindset of catering to the experienced player. I mean, sure, you got the big things, but of course you have the subtle things of balancing, like recoil on guns. I mean, I can think of a number of guns in Modern Warfare 2 that don't have any recoil, and it comes down to is that if you can aim your gun at someone, you can just pull the trigger and you can have perfect aim on full auto at any range, and I don't think that should be in the game. I think that you should have to burst fire guns, kind of like at Bad Company. Spraying a gun on full auto in Bad Company at long range won't get you far. And it's just these simple balancing issues that if they cater to the experienced Call of Duty player, I mean, sure, the learning curve might go up a bit, but it will in turn make a better Call of Duty experience and a more balanced Call of Duty experience. I mean, if I was developing a game, I would choose to have no explosives in it. And that's just my personal taste, because I think explosives are incredibly cheap. Having something that can kill in one hit and have a wide radius, I mean, I can see a sniper, but you have to hit someone. With explosive, you just have to get near someone. And that's just, I don't think that's fair. I mean, I would love to have a game where it's just you and a gun, and that's the only way to kill someone. And I think that'd be balanced, but having explosives adds a new element to the game. So I'd love to hear your opinion about anything I've said in this video. I'm always open to new ideas, so just leave a comment about what you think I said, if you think it's true or not.